Yo, what's happening? Today, I want to talk to y'all about getting over your past. So, if you got any type of like emotional or psychological trauma or whatever that you've been through when you was younger, or you went through some stuff and now it's affecting you today, you got to be able to get over that in order to get to your future. You know what I'm saying? So, when you dealing with this stuff, like, you have to know that you gotta get over it. You can't just sit there and keep dealing with this and keep dealing with this. You gotta actually handle that. You can't get on the drugs, get on the alcohol, whatever, and think it's gonna go away. It's not gonna go away. You're gonna have to work to get it done. So an example I want to use is like, you know what your issue is, right? So um I like using working out. So let's use working out. So if you're working out and you know that your legs are weak, your legs are weak, you need to work out on your legs, but you don't want to, go through the pain of working on your legs to get them stronger. So you got your two options. You can either sit there, not work on it, do other stuff that makes you forget about your legs. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, like, you're not even thinking about your legs because you're doing other stuff. Like, yeah, my legs still weak, but I'm doing other stuff. I'm working on my arms, working on my chest, whatever. But then it always comes back around, and you look like, man, these legs, they chicken legs. You know, that's because you're not dealing with the problem. You know what the problem is. The problem is my legs are weak. You don't want to sit there and actually deal and feel the pain of working on those legs to get to the result that you want. And that's why you're being held back, because you're not working on it. You're not trying to get through that. So it's similar when you're talking about, emotional pain or psychological pain. You know what the issue is, but every time it's time to actually sit there and feel that pain and try to come up with a system that's going to make you feel better whenever that thing comes around, you sit there, you try to run from it, you try to hide from it, you try to do something that's going to make you feel better instead of dealing with the issue. You're not sitting there thinking about, okay, yeah, this right here is a pain point, and every time I come up, I start feeling a certain way. So instead of you sitting there like, okay, how can I, when I start thinking about this or feeling this way, how can I make myself feel better without having any external, things going on? I don't have to go around people. I don't have to, because that's a crutch. If you don't have that thing, you're not gonna grow. You're not gonna, you need to figure out how you yourself internally can be okay with whatever happened, because you can't change the past, man. And the other thing I want to tell you is that what you're going through is not uncommon. It's not like you're the only person going through this. Whatever it is you're going through, somebody else went through it already. Somebody else done went through it already. So you can either try to work on this stuff alone, which is fine if that's what you want to do, or you can find people who have went through this and see what their methods are, because not everybody who's gone through something is going to sit there and just turn to something else to try to stop that pain or that whatever it is. They're not just gonna go and try to, whatever. They're gonna actually sit down and figure out, I need to get over this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna get over this, man. And they sit there, they think, they come up, use their brain to figure out, how can I be at peace with this within myself, regardless of what happened. I need to work towards getting peace within myself. It may not be an easy journey. Some people may be able to snap, turn it off. Some people, you got to work. You got to sit there. You got to sit down. Don't medicate. Don't self-medicate. Just sit down and think about it. Feel whatever you got to feel so that okay, this is what makes it better. When I do this, or when I think about this, or when, whatever. And that's why a lot of people, they'll work out, because that makes them feel better. And that's a healthy way to get over something. So it's like, as you're going through life, you're building confidence through the working out, as well as, keeping your health right. And also, that's something that takes your mind off of it without, necessarily altering your mind state. The more you go through something, the less, or what is it? The more desensitized you are from it, So you aren't it's bad the more you actually deal with something, you know? So that's another thing. And the main thing that's holding you back right now, dog, is your mindset. You think that you can't deal with whatever it is that's going on. Your mind is telling you this is too hard or this is too whatever. It happened, you know, there's nothing you can do about that. What you can do is try to prevent whatever it was to happen in the future, and also deal with the issue. Whatever that issue is, you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. You have to face it. When people say that, they just say it, but like what I mean by that is you have to sit there and come up with a plan. You're gonna, whenever you feel that type of way, like, okay, what triggered this? First off, why do I feel this way? And then you have to try different methods, not medication, not alcohol, not sex, none of that stuff. That's like external stuff. I'm talking about internal. You have to try different things. What can you do to make yourself feel better? That's what you need to figure out. And it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like I just said, ain't none of that external stuff. It's something within you. Your mind needs to heal from this. You need to figure out what things, healthy things, make you heal from this. Does talking about something else or thinking about something else work? Does talking to somebody help? A lot of times that is it, especially if you talking to a person that's gone through the same thing. We're social creatures. You need to, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do, man. And once you actually deal with this, you actually, within yourself deal with it, then it's not going to come up anymore. And when it does come up, it's not going to affect you the way it's affecting you now, because it's dealt with. It's like, I know how to be okay with whatever happened. And that's what I mean by that, because you won't grow if you don't deal with this stuff. The stuff that you went through that traumatized you or whatever may have happened, people laughing at you, talking about you, whatever, anything, whatever it is, you have to deal with that thing internally so that you are okay with that. Whatever it was, you have to be okay. This happened. I'm not telling you that it was a good thing. I'm just saying that you have to accept the fact that this happened and it happened, whatever. I'm going to do what I can to prevent that from happening again. Yeah, man, once you deal with that thing, you can really start to grow, because at that point, there's nothing like somebody can't come say something to you and now you're down in the dumps. Your confidence is shot, whatever, because hey, yeah, I went through that, but it was that. And now I'm here. I'm doing what I got to do. That will help your confidence, get you a confidence boost, man. But that's it for this one, man. Deal with your issues. That's it. I'm gonna catch y'all later.